Being hot has nothing to do with beauty. In fact, beauty alone can make you forgettable. Blair Waldorf proved that hot is an identity, not a look. What separates women who turn heads from those who blend in? It's self-knowledge and knowing how to use it. For those who didn't binge-watch Gossip Girl, Blair Waldorf is the Upper East Side's reigning queen. Blair didn't become the queen of the Upper East Side by chance. She didn't just have beauty, she radiated it. Because she knows that being hot isn't about looking perfect. It's about feeling beautiful, owning your presence, and projecting confidence. She studied herself, her strengths, weaknesses, passions, even her appearance, and used that knowledge to control her life, her image, and the energy she radiates. That's the Blair Waldorf method. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to stand out. By understanding what makes you uniquely you, you can do just that. Today, we're breaking down the 4 SheBoss untouchables Blair used to study herself. Master them, and you won't just look hot. You'll feel hot, and that energy will radiate everywhere. Watch till the end because every step is interconnected to each other. This is SheBoss Chronicles, where we don't just study SheBosses, we become them. Lesson 1: Strengths. Let me start with a question. What's the one thing you do that makes you feel unstoppable? Most people can't answer that, not because they don't have a strength, but because they've been trained to ignore it. From childhood, society drills us to focus on weaknesses. Get a D in history but an A in math? Nobody celebrates the math genius. You're forced to fix history. The result: you grow up thinking your strengths are just average and your weaknesses define you. Here's the truth. Your strengths are your most valuable currency in life. Blair Waldorf didn't rely on beauty alone. She wasn't just the most adored girl in the room. Her true power was strategy. She thought 10 steps ahead, planned relentlessly, and anticipated every move. That's how she stayed queen. Your path is the same. Stop obsessing over being well-rounded. You're not meant to be average at everything. You're meant to be exceptional at something.
Not everyone wants to go to Yale because not everyone wants to be Blair Waldorf.
Not everyone can be.
When you know your strengths, you stop blending in. You work with your strengths, and that is your charm. When you know your weaknesses, you stop getting blindsided by them. So here's what to do. Discover your strengths, write them down, and develop them ruthlessly. Let them carry you farther than any attempt to fix your weaknesses ever could. Lesson 2: Know your weaknesses. Blair Waldorf once said,
You can't make people love you.
why? Because Blair knew exactly where she was weak. She wasn't Serena, effortlessly adored, the golden girl everyone wanted. Instead of trying to be Serena, she sharpened her own weapons, her brain, her ambition, and her ability to strategize. Knowing your weaknesses isn't about shame. It's about freedom. It's telling you where you fit, what drains you, what bores you, and what kind of people you need around you. It's not just writing down flaws. It's identifying where you lack strength and finding ways to combat it without draining your energy. Bad at numbers? Don't spend a decade forcing yourself to love accounting. Hire an expert, use tools, or build systems. Free your energy to double down on what you do best. When you know your weaknesses, you stop competing in a race you weren't meant to run. After all, Blair didn't rule the Upper East Side alone. She had Dorota, her mom's fashion empire, and yes, even Serena's social magnetism to balance her edges. That's the key. Weaknesses aren't meant to be fixed. They're meant to be managed, supported, or delegated. Most of us were trained to obsess over our weaknesses. Remember school? You could have 5 A's, but if there was 1 D, guess what your parents focused on? That D. No one celebrated what you were naturally brilliant at. That conditioning sticks. We grow up thinking our flaws define us. Name your weaknesses. Own them. But don't stay stuck there. People won't remember what you lacked. They'll remember what you mastered and owned. Lesson 3: Boundaries. Boundaries aren't about being controlling. They're about being clear. They aren't about shutting people out. They're about protecting your energy. Boundaries aren't walls. They're doors, and you hold the keys. People without boundaries are always exhausted, resentful, and wondering why nobody respects them. Most of us were never taught how to set boundaries. We were taught how to please, how to avoid conflict, how to bend so we don't break. Boundaries turn "I wish people respected me" into "people respect me because I respect myself." Even Blair struggled with this. Think about her relationship with Chuck. She'd break up with him, tell herself never again, and then let him pull her back in. Why? Her emotions overpowered her boundaries. She loved him, but she didn't always enforce the lines she drew. That's what made their love so toxic at times. The lesson? Boundaries aren't about perfection. They're about having the courage to say, this is my line, and if you cross it, I'll choose myself again. It's not about being rude. It's about teaching people how to treat you. You are not Wi-Fi. Unlimited access isn't for everyone. People will call you selfish when you set boundaries. Let them. They'll say you've changed. Good. You're not meant to stay small so others feel comfortable. Remember this. A woman without boundaries is like a kingdom without walls. Easy to invade and quick to fall. Blair Waldorf never let anyone invade her kingdom for long, and neither should you. If you want me to make a full video on boundaries, comment boundaries below. But all of these lessons wouldn't make any sense unless you understand this last lesson. Lesson 4. The outer work, studying your looks, body, and appearance. Confidence isn't just internal, it radiates outward. How you present yourself sends signals to the world before you even speak. That's why Blair Waldorf didn't just rely on her social genius, she mastered her appearance. Mini lesson 1. Face shape and features. Know your face. Is it oval, round, square, or heart-shaped? Study your eyes, nose, lips, and jawline. Understanding your features lets you pick hairstyles, makeup, and accessories that highlight your best assets. Blair's headbands weren't just cute. They framed her face and became part of her signature power look. Mini lesson 2. Body shape and ratios. Identify your body shape. Hourglass, rectangle, triangle, inverted triangle, or pear. Knowing your proportions makes shopping easier and helps you choose clothes that flatter your figure, create balance, and accentuate your strengths. It's not about changing your body. It's about understanding it and using fashion as armor to feel powerful. Blair didn't chase trends. She dressed to amplify her identity. Mini lesson 3. Skin tone and personal color palette. Discover your undertones, warm, cool, or neutral. The right colors make your skin glow naturally and elevate your energy. When your palette aligns with your features, you feel vibrant and alive. Mini lesson 4. Combining them together. When you combine knowledge of your face shape, body type, and color palette, you create a cohesive, intentional style. Blair Waldorf built her signature look carefully. Hairbands, tailored outfits, and perfectly coordinated colors became part of her identity. This is how style becomes strategic self-expression. Knowing your face, body, and colors isn't vanity, it's strategy. Dressing for your features and body type makes your style feel natural, effortless, and confident. First impressions matter, and your appearance is the first signal you send to the world. Looking good isn't shallow, it's self-respect. It communicates that you care about yourself and the people you interact with. When your outer presentation aligns with who you are inside, your confidence amplifies, and confidence is magnetic. That's what makes people notice you the moment you walk into a room. Blair didn't just dress to be pretty. She dressed to command attention, radiate power, and stay unforgettable. That's the outer work, and it's just as essential as mastering your mind, your strengths, and your boundaries. And that's the Blair Waldorf method. Knowing yourself so you don't just look hot, you feel hot. Stay tuned for part 2, where we dive deeper into Blair's strategies and show how to use what you've learned to create your absolute hottest version yet. If Blair Waldorf's story inspired you as much as it inspires me, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment about the SheBoss you'd like us to cover next. Until next time, stay bold, stay brilliant, and as always, stay boss.